ancient kingdom, justice was the foundation of society. King Jacob and Queen Clara, known for their wisdom and compassion, ruled with fairness. Today, they gather in the royal courtroom to hear the grievances of their people.
Good day, esteemed citizens of our noble kingdom. We gather here today in this hallowed courtroom to uphold the principles of justice and fairness that bind us together. Today, we gather to uphold justice in our kingdom. Queen Clara, let us hear the first case.
Your Majesty, I greet you. Your wisdom supersedes our expectation. May your days be long. Elder Magnus, please present the first case. The courtroom is waiting.
Greetings to our Majesty, King Jacob. May your days be long. We have a dispute between villager Maya and a merchant Joseph. Maya claims Joseph sold her spoiled grain. Very well then. Maya, please step forward and share your story.
Thank you, Your Majesty. May your days be long. I bought grain from merchant Joseph, but it was spoiled. My family cannot eat it, and we have no other food.
Your Majesty, this is serious. Elder Magnus, what does merchant Joseph say?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Merchant Joseph claims the grain was fresh when sold and that Maya did not store it properly.
All right then. Let's hear from merchant Joseph. Guard Thorn, bring merchant Joseph to the courtroom.
To answer his charges, the king ordered Guard Thorn to match merchant Joseph into the courtroom to defend himself of the accusation put on him by villager Maya.
Merchant Joseph, you stand accused of selling spoiled grain. What do you have to say?
So much. I humble myself before King Jacob. I assure you the grain was fresh. I sell only the best products to my customers.
Let me ask you, Maya, how did you store the grain?
Your Majesty, I store my grains in our storage shed, as we always do.
Your Majesty, may I suggest that we inspect the remaining grain in the store so that we know how they are stored. By doing that we shall know the truth. Thank you.
Yes, Elder Magnus. Your suggestion is fine. You assemble a team so that we go and inspect the store and also we examine the grain.
The king, the queen, Elder Magnus, and Guard Thorn left the courtroom and headed to villager Maya for inspecting the grain. At Maya's grain store, the king and his team ascertained that Maya's store is okay, but the grain were spoiled. And indeed, merchant Joseph sold spoiled grain to Maya, and the king ordered merchant Joseph to compensate Maya for her loss. Merchant Joseph accepted to compensate Maya and pleaded with the king to have mercy on him. From there, the team headed back to the courtroom to conclude the case between villager Maya and merchant Joseph.
Today, the king and the queen have shown true justice. Our kingdom remains strong and fair, and we still has trust in the justice system of our kingdom. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Justice has been served. Maya, you and your family will not go hungry.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your wisdom and kindness have saved us. We are so happy and proud of your leadership. May your reign rule forever.
With justice restored, the villagers gather to celebrate the fairness and wisdom of their rulers. The kingdom flourishes under the guidance of King Jacob and Queen Clara. Outside the palace, the king and the queen talked to crowd that came to hear the ruling between villager Maya and merchant Joseph.
Compassion allows us to see the world through the eyes of our neighbors, to feel their joys and their sorrows. It is through compassion that we build bridges of connection and strengthen the bonds that unite us. Understanding is the key to resolving conflicts and embracing our differences. Let us strive to understand one another, to listen with open hearts and open minds. For it is in understanding that we find common ground and pave the way for lasting peace.
Today, as we gather outside this grand palace, I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude and hope. We are more than just individuals bound by the borders of our great kingdom. We are a family, united by shared dreams and common goals. Harmony is the essence of a thriving society. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures, nurture our children, and honor the legacy of our ancestors. As your king, I urge each one of you to embrace the principles of compassion, understanding, and respect.
And so, the ancient kingdom flourished under the rule of King Jacob and Queen Clara, where justice and fairness prevailed for all. Respect is the cornerstone of a harmonious society. When we respect each other, we honor the dignity of every individual. We create an environment where everyone feels valued and heard, where each person can contribute to the greater good. Together, we can create a kingdom where harmony reigns supreme, where every voice is heard, and every person is cherished. Let us commit ourselves to these ideals, not just in words, but in our actions. Let us be the example that future generations will look up to and follow.